Hello all, welcome back once again to another interesting story under the Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav story series by Mommy Show Musings. Today I'm going to introduce you to a forgotten brave queen who is fondly called as Royal Bengal Tigress. In fact, this title was awarded to her by the famous King Akbar. Surprising, isn't it, my dear friends? Yes, let us go to 17th century in the Indian history books to meet this queen who is called as Maharani BhavaShankari Devi. That is her original name. She is the ruler of Bhuvishrestha kingdom from the current West Bengal region. Let us understand from where she started her journey in the Indian history books. Bhavashankari was born to the local in the local Nayak's family from the Pandva fort or the Pando fort. Her father Dinanath Chowdhury is a local Nayak of the Pandva fort who had almost more than 1,000 soldiers under his control, and he used to work as a army chieftain for the king in the Pandava fort. At that point of time, he had two issues. The first one being Bhaushankari Devi, and the second one, and his wife has passed away during her second delivery, giving birth to a small boy. After her mother's death, Bhaushankari started spending more and more time with her father, uh, accompanying him for all his battles, for all the meetings in the fort, everywhere. So, because of that, she started learning a lot of skills, not only military skills like artillery, sword fighting, fist fighting, horse riding, elephant riding, and all. She also learned a lot of subjects like mathematics, which is called Ganita at that point of time, political science, negotiation skills, sociology, how to do public welfare, everything. I mean, the point here is that I want to make it here is that she is a well-educated lady of her time. mm, During the time when she's not able to accompany her father on the official duties, she should spend time in the forest practicing her skills, archery skills using the hunting. And at that point of once when she went for a hunting in the forest on the banks of the river Damodara, she met her future husband, who is none other than the King Rudranarayana of the Bhurishrestha kingdom. The story goes like this. She went on for hunting, and she was trying to take an aim at the deer which is in abundance on the banks of the river Damodara. At that point of time, a herd of wild buffalo started attacking her, which are in full rage for whatever reason we don't know. And all she had at that point of time is only one spear and the bow and arrows. So with a single spear, she has killed the raging wild buffaloes single-handedly without any support. See, exactly at the precise same moment, Rudranarayana was going on a boat ride in the river Damodara, and he saw the entire incident from his boat. He felt that this girl should be his queen because this kind of a queen with brave queen is needed for the stability of his kingdom, because in 17th century, that's the time when Mughals from the northern side and Pathans from Orissa from the down south are trying to take control of the Bengal region, and both of them are fighting with each other, and in between these Hindu kings are getting sandwiched, and they had to either take sides of one of them, or they had to fight war on both ends to establish their supremacy. So the entire Bengal region was going in a big turmoil. So that's the reason why Rudranarayana felt that a young teenage girl who is able to kill these wild raging bulls, buffaloes with a single spear is best suited for as the queen for his kingdom. So he went ahead and proposed for marriage to her father. But at that point of time, as a young teenage girl, Bhavashankari has very good lofty dreams about her future husband, because she is an expert in the military skills. She wanted a person who can defeat her in the military skills, especially in the sword fighting. But here comes the king with a marriage proposal, and she cannot call king for a fight because she's just a commoner at that point of time. I mean, either the king wins or loses, it will remark very badly in front of the on the king's face, in front of the common public, right? So she has put one condition saying with a single strike of the sword, the king should cut two wild buffaloes' heads as a sacrifice to their family deity, which king has obliged and completed it successfully. So both Bhavashankari and the king Rudranarayana got married and settled in the new fort that was constructed by the king at Garbhavanipur, which is the capital, the new capital for the Burishashtriya kingdom. Uh, After getting married, I mean, the king couldn't obviously tame this young teenage girl, Bhavashankari Devi, back into the woman quarters. Obviously, that is the reason why he liked her and got her married, right? So, Bhavashankari Devi started taking active part in all the political discussions, in all the political decisions that were made in the Burishashya kingdom. And not only that, she started accumulating all the women folk from the kingdom and started asking them to get educated, started teaching them all the basic minimum skills. Also, along with that, she started teaching them the military skills as well. So she started training women army, and she has built a strong women army under her, with some of them have started acting as her female guards, and she should go out alone with the support of all these female guards. She never should trust the basically not I cannot say she never should trust a male counterparts, but she never should use the male army, and male army should follow King Rudranarayana's uh, orders. Uh, and it was a happy marriage. Both of them were blessed with a small boy by name Pratap Narayan. But unfortunately, within a short span, after Pratap Narayana was born, even before he reached his fifth year, Rudranarayana has passed away due to some sudden illness. So that time, as per the custom of the land at that point of time, Bhavashankari Devi wanted to commit sati, but luckily for us as well as for the country, their family guru has intervened into her decision and convinced her that already the country is going through such a turmoil, especially their kingdom, with the onslaught of Mughals and Pathans, and as an intelligent and brave queen, she should be taking care of her subjects, and her duty is towards her kingdom and not in performing the sati along with her husband, because if she commits sati, nobody will be there to take care of her subjects, and that is why Rudranarayana wanted to marry her so that even in case if something happens to him, she will be there to take care of their subjects. Hearing this, uh, Bhavashankari Devi has changed her resolve of committing sati, and she started training Pratap Narayana on one side and started taking the control of the Bhuvrishashriya kingdom reigns. But obviously, when a widow is trying to take control, most of the people will not be able to take it so easily, right? The first example for that came from her own army chief commander, uh, who is Chhatrapati Chakrabarti, who couldn't tolerate taking orders from a widow. So he actually collided with Usman Khan, the Pathan from the Orissa, and wanted to organize a coup against her. After Bhaushankari Devi took the control of the kingdom, she started going to different temples, offering prayers for the stability of the kingdom, apart from all her political responsibilities. One day, she wanted to visit Kastanga Sagar Shiva temple, and she told Chhatrapati Chakrabarti that she is going to visit this temple along with her son, and she took her female bodyguards and went to visit the temple. And Chhatrapati Chakrabarti felt that this is the right time to attack her because she hardly has five, six female gods whose strength Chhatrapati Chakravarti didn't know. So he thought that they can easily overpower her in the temple and kill her and her son so that the entire kingdom can become his. So that with that intention, he gave the rights, he gave the secrets as to how Usman Khan can reach this Shiva temple as the Kastan Sagar area. And Raja Bhupati Krishna Ray is the first person who has actually seen these Pathans and identified that they don't belong to this area, and informed Rani Bhaushankari Devi about this. And hearing this, Rani Bhaushankari Devi said, Let them come. If they will be coming on two legs on top of sitting on top of a horse. But while going, they have to go on four legs because either they would be dead or they would be badly injured and we have to leave the battlefield. I mean, this is a confidence which she has exhibited in not only about her skills, her um, uh, power or strength, but also about her confidence about her female bodyguards. With just female bodyguards and couple of soldiers with whom Raja Bhupati Krishna Ray could assemble at such a short notice, she has fought valiantly and destroyed all the Pathans who had tried to attack her. I mean, Usman Khan and Chhatrapati Singh had narrowly escaped their uh, deaths, and they had fled like chickens out of the battlefield. And next day, when she went back to her main fort in Garbhavanipur, she called Chhatrapati Singh because she doesn't Chhatrapati Chakrabarti, and she knew that because there is no solid proof against Chhatrapati Chakrabarti, saying that he has colluded with Usman Khan. She has demoted him to a low-lying post in the army and made Raja Bhupati Krishna Ray as the chief army commander. And for your information, Raja Bhupati Krishna Ray is the ruling Nayak from the Pandava fort from where he actually has originated. So then she got coronated in the Ambika or Ambika temple, which is their family deity, and she used to visit Chunapur, the place where she got coronated, if almost regularly to ensure the safety of that area. And she has built a huge temple for goddess Ambika in that area. Not only in that area, she's built a lot of temples all over the place because you can see most of the temples which she's built in Hooghly or the current Calcutta area still are there, except that her monuments and forts are in the dilapidated state. And once again, Chakrabarti couldn't keep quiet, and he said that this is the right time when she's out in the Chunabar. Usman Khan and his army can attack her and destroy her. Usman Khan this time came with a huge army of more than like 15,000 people, and she doesn't have not much of the people around her except her female bodyguards, and her family guru has asked the help of the uh, tribals who are living in the nearby forest, the Chandalas, who had helped her, along with that Krishna Bhupati Ray's own army forces. So it is like less than five times. There is a huge difference between her army numbers and Usman Khan's army numbers. But Rani. Uh, this Rani has not kept quiet. She has taken the seat on top of the elephant and started fighting with her sword in the left hand. And she has a handheld cannon which was gifted to her by the king during the early days of her marriage. And the people who had seen this war has started describing that it's her sword which is doing the talking, and her handheld cannon is only emitting fire like lightning strikes. And the entire 15,000 army folks from Usman Khan have got destroyed. Not a single person was left with life after the battle, and that battle happened in the area called Bashuri, and it became famous as the Battle of Bashuri. And Usman Khan had to flee once again from the battleground in a very bad position, that he was carried by some of his soldiers. And after and basically taken shelter in the nearby forest for a couple of months, post which he has converted himself into a monk and moved out to the Orissa, post which the Pathan never dare to, and look at even the Urshashya kingdom. After hearing about the way she was attacking Pathans, Akbar was totally immersed. Impressed with her bravery, with her skills, battle skills, that he has sent her a memorandum of agreement saying that Puri Shashya kingdom can retain its independent title, and none of the Mughals would attack her. And they don't. Burshasha kingdom doesn't have to pay any taxes to Mughals at any point of time. And in fact, it has been mentioned in the Aine Akbari, which is a biography of Akbar, saying that Burshasha kingdom is one of the most profitable province in the entire India because of the public works which Rani BhavaShankari Devi has undertaken, which has improved the trade relations with all the other neighboring countries, improved the overseas trade, everything, and she has provided a good livelihood for all the people. They're taking care of their health, and I already told you that she made sure that all the women in her kingdom are as educated as her. So she has, I mean, and her son Pratap Narayana has taken Burishasha kingdom to its peak of the golden era period after her rule. And her references can be found even in the Mahavansa, the great chronicle of Ceylon, where the Buddhist monk Nagasena has written. And he was visiting the Bengal area at that point of time and seeing how Maharani Bhavashankari Devi has actually ruled the kingdom. He has mentioned this as the best possible rule and given a lot of possible tips for the other kings to follow in his chronicle. Uh, as I already told you, Akbar has given her the title as RaiBhaghini, which means Royal Bengal Tigress, for her power, bravery, and skills. Unfortunately, none of our Indian history books talk about it, nor even most of the Bengal literature talks about it, and her monuments, her forts, all of them are getting dilapidated on a day by day basis. That is how we treat our history. Isn't it, my dear friends? So that's all is the story for today. I hope you liked it. Tomorrow, let us meet with another interesting story. Bye bye. Till then, take care.